What's up guys, it's time to go over some more character balance changes coming at the end of April for Street Fighter V, and the next character we're going to cover today is Vega. So let's start with the first change, Vega's standing hard punch with claw on. So advantage on hit has been increased from +6 to +7, as well as the pushback on hit slightly decreased, and the pushback on block slightly decreased. So in Season 2, Vega already got his standing hard punch buffed to +6. So Capcom's buffing it even further now to +7. They really want you to use this attack. So this change is specifically for combos after Vega does a stance cancel from his standing hard punch. So for example, in Season 1, Vega could do standing hard punch with claw on, cancel into stance, and they could go into a light attack for just a little bit of damage. So he could do something like this. But now in Season 2, his standing hard punch got buffed to +6, and now he can link a crouching medium punch afterwards for a little more damage, so he can do something like this. But now they're making it +7, so this really opens the door for Vega now. So now Vega can link his standing medium punch afterwards. And now, since he can link his standing medium punch afterwards, he can now link into his target combo. So this opens up a ton of options for Vega now, and also keep in mind that Vega's standing hard punch forces stand. So you don't have to worry about your target combo missing or anything on crouchers. So this gives Vega much more powerful options since he can go into his target combo, such as go right into his V skill, for example, if he wants to build V gauge. He can also go straight damage if he wants, of course. Finally, since the target combo knocks the opponent up, you could attempt to go for a reset within meaty setup, or even just go for a command grab. Capcom has buffed Vega's standing hard punch so much that I wonder if he even has a use for his standing hard punch target combo anymore. Alright, moving on to the next change, Vega's crouching hard punch with claw on. So advantage on hit has been changed from -2 to +5, and advantage on block has been changed from -5 to +3. So another claw normal that got greatly buffed. So first, making this +3 on block allows Vega to use this much more aggressively now, especially up close. Since he can't be punished, and he's actually plus now, so it's definitely still his turn. You can even attempt to go for a frame trap, for example, or like going for like a crouching medium punch, for example, would be a frame trap. However, if you do land it on the opponent, since it's +5 now, you can convert it into a standing light punch or a crouching light punch, which means you can lead into a small combo. Or you can even convert it into super now. Alright, so the next change is Vega's V trigger. So they changed it so Vega will be fully invincible from the first frame after hit. So just to clarify guys, this is specifically for Vega's V trigger when he jumps forward in the air, this version. So this is basically to stop Vega from being robbed, I guess, for using his V trigger properly, what it was intended for, which was like punishing whiffed attacks from far away. So sometimes Vega will just do this and then he'll randomly get hit by something as he's hitting the opponent, like usually a projectile for example, and as he's hitting the opponent, he won't get all of his hits, which really sucks because it knocks him out of his V trigger, so it just basically wastes it, right? So this should fix that, and I think this will help deal with maybe Rashid's V trigger as well, not trading either. But, you know, I didn't get a chance to test that, unfortunately, because the bid is down. But I would assume it would. Next up, we have Vega's wall dive with claw on. So damage increased from 90 to 120. Advantage on block increased from 0 to 3 frames. Relax the restrictions on mid-air juggles after hit, and Capcom clarifies this by increased follow-up options. So Capcom greatly buffed Vega's wall dive with claw on. They really want you to use this more and reward you for landing it. So first off, it's now +3 on block. So it's still Vega's turn if he lands this, and you can still apply pressure afterwards. Second, they increased the damage on hit, and now after landing this, you can now juggle into pretty much anything you want. So like right now in Season 2, after you land with the claw, you don't have too many options. I think you can go into this, or you can go into maybe like the EX version, but now you can go into pretty much any normal you want. So for example, you can simply go for an air reset, or you can just juggle into a knockdown. You can even cancel something into another wall dive, so gimmicks. And the funny thing is you can actually now do a wall dive into an EX wall dive. You can also do a few mix-ups as well, since you can cancel into a stance change from this. You can go for a command grab, or you can go into a meaty. You can even go into a shimmy if you want. So this makes claw wall dive just as rewarding as landing a bare hand wall dive, or at least a little bit more equal to it. Moving on, we have Vega's wall dive with no claw. So they increased the damage from 60 to 80. So I guess Capcom didn't want a bare hand wall dive to feel completely left out, so they gave it a slight damage buff. The point is that Capcom wants Vega players to wall dive more. So finally we have Vega's EX Crimson Terror. So they increased the movement distance, and they clarified this by saying that it's in between Season 1 and Season 2 now. So like the description says, this was nerfed in Season 2, but now they slightly buffed it, but still not as good as Season 1. So this helps Vega punish projectiles easier. Or how Vega players consistently combo into this, because sometimes if you're further away, like a crouching medium punch for example, it would drop. You can also now confirm this from a crouching light punch, standing light punch into a crouching medium punch as well, so just a longer string. So Capcom felt they just went a little too hard on the EX Crimson Terror and they're just making it more reliable. So my final verdict for Vega on this patch alone is buffed. So even though Vega has gotten some of the most buffs in this April patch, it doesn't seem like Capcom was focusing on any of his weaknesses. Instead, they really wanted to encourage Vega players to use both his stances equally. So most of these buffs focus on his claw stance to make it more rewarding and just, make the character more interesting in general, since he does have a larger kit than most characters. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video, guys. Hopefully you found it informative. Don't forget to like the video and be sure to subscribe to the channel, as of course I'll be covering more character patch notes in the future. And of course, let me know what you guys think of these Vega changes, and I'll check it out in the comments below. So till next time, guys, take care.